All right, what's going on, people? We are back here on the second channel. If you guys have not subscribed to the main channel, make sure you do so. But I do appreciate the support on the second channel. But come through for our gaming streams on the main channel. That's every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 2 p.m. or 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's where I do my gaming streams at on the main channel. So make sure you guys go and subscribe and check that out and support those streams. But we are back with some major news from EA. Most people probably aren't aware of it right now. But yesterday EA broke some major news and said that they're bringing back one of the most demanded sports franchises that has come into sports gaming, which is NCAA college football. Now, a lot of people that have heard about this is, of course, super excited. I remember the franchise at its peak back when I was coming up in high school. Yeah, man, people love college football more than they love the NFL. They will tell you that. And so naturally, the NCAA college football series in video games was definitely, you can say, a little bit or even more popular than the NFL games. That's because simply everybody does not have a favorite NFL team, but you can bet that there is a lot of people that have a lot of school pride, and that's something the NFL will never have compared to college football, because people love their schools, man. People love their LSUs, they love their Florida, the Florida States, the Alabamas, you know what I'm saying? Like, people love their schools like nothing can compare to school pride. That's why people hold this franchise near and dear to their hearts till this day, because a game hasn't came out since, I think, what, like 2012, 2013? That was the last game that came out for NCAA college football. And in 2021, people are still very much thirsty for a college football game. Now, everything sounds great, right? Oh yeah, college football video games are coming back, right? But after reading a little bit into it, this might be a very underwhelming release coming in the near future. Now we're going to read off of this article a little bit. It says EA is diving back into the world of college football for the first time since 2013, the publisher announced today. But EA Sports College Football, which is currently in the early stages of development, will be making its return without licenses from the NCAA or the rights to the names and likenesses of actual current college players. Instead, EA says the new game will include the rights to more than 100 institutions, featuring the logo, stadiums, uniforms, game day traditions, and more that fans have come to know and love. NCAA and many major college football conferences decided to not renew their exclusive contract with EA Sports back in July 2013 amid legal disputes over whether players could share in the profits from the use of various NCAA trademarks. At the same time, EA was facing a direct lawsuit over the unauthorized use of player names and likenesses in the franchise, eventually leading to a multi-million-dollar settlement. And with all that being said, that is the exact reason why we have not had a college football game in damn near 10 years, because of a pay issue with amateur, quote unquote, collegiate sports and all of that mess. Really, just a little bit of backstory. It pretty much all came about when a former college basketball player, UCLA basketball player, I believe, I forgot the dude's name, but yeah, I don't know, he kind of noticed that his kid was playing NCAA or something like that, and would notice that, hey, that player kind of looks like me. And then that's when it just all snowballed. He took it to court and was like, hey, this game company is profiting off of our likenesses. And then more players got hip to it. Former players got hip to the fact. And yeah, like, now here we are. Fast forward 2021. We ain't had a college game in forever. Now let's read just a little bit more. It says EA's decision to avoid NCAA and player licenses is already drawing some controversy in the halls of power. Cutting athletes out of this reboot so they aren't responsible for paying them for their likeness is a grave injustice. I guess Senator Chris Murphy said in a statement reported by Sports Illustrated Ross Dillinger, "I'll be introducing legislation soon to help players finally profit off their talent so they don't need to face continued mistreatment like this." So this game is only in its early stages, nowhere near being released. I mean, the vice president of EA had said that, yeah, it's not happening this year. I don't even predict it's happening in the next couple years. It might be maybe a 3-year cycle before we ever get this game, right? But this game is not even ready to be released, and it's already got 1,000,001 problems lurking in the shadows to undermine this game. And look, I'm gonna be honest, I miss college sports games just as much as the next person. But if this is not a sign that EA needs to just go ahead and dead this and just forget about making college games, like, we just need to let it go. Because as they said in the article, yo, major schools, and when I think major schools, I'm talking about Oregon, LSU, Alabama, Florida State, we're talking about Ohio State. Like, teams like that are not going to be in this game most likely. And without having those prestigious football schools in your game, it doesn't matter if it has NCAA football across the cover. If it does not have those schools that people love and know, yo, this game is a flop. It's dead. It is not going to do well. It is going to be a failure. And to add insult to injury, not only is not going to have a lot of major schools, most likely, it also says in this article that most likely it's not going to have the conference system or the bowl games involved in the game as well, because all of that is subject to the goddamn collegiate licensing by the NCAA. Really, to be honest, as long as I've been gaming, especially during modern gaming of the last 10 years, but I can already see what's going to happen, because with all this evidence, all this tells me is that when and if this game does get released, if EA is dumb enough to release this game, I can already see the public ridicule. I can just see EA getting dragged. I can see the YouTube videos getting made right now. I can see the titles of all the YouTube videos and all the articles talking about this game and how much of a freaking flop it is. The sad part about it is the reality that the game can still actually be released, because this is EA we're talking about. I can really see EA going for the cash grab and going ahead and saying, F it, whatever. There's going to be people that are going to buy the game. We're going to pay off people, YouTubers, so they can promote this and things like that, give them a hefty check. And so you'll have YouTubers hyping this crap up, knowing that it's a piece of trash. But what else is new in gaming? But that's it, man. I'll catch you guys on the next video.